I'm really careful about not slamming my politics home in my shows, but I don't try to hide either. The arts can be a great way to bring people together. I don't preach from the stage. I try to stay positive on solutions. I just play the music that I love with musicians that I respect. And fortunately, I'm in a position where people are willing to play with me, and perhaps I can do something to help them. In blues, classical, and jazz, you get more revered with age. Since I was 20 years old, I've been a kind of corporation. I'd wake up in the morning, and my job was to be Bonnie Raitt in capital letters. People come up to me all the time who saw Dad in Oklahoma or Pajama Game, and they say they'll never forget it. I've watched my peers get better with age and hoped that would happen with me. What of all the incredible duets that I've been able to sing? John Raitt was still the one that I just shook in my boots just standing next to him. I loved him so much. The world I live in is benefiting from things like satellite radio. Jazz and blues fests are everywhere now, and Americana is going strong on college radio. What I'm hearing is an appreciation of real music. I would rather feel things in extreme than not at all. Superficial pop will always exist. There've always been Fabians. But when people like Dire Straits and Bruce Hornsby start having hits, it suggests that there's a revolution going on in music. Finding great songs is the hard part of my gig. It's not as hard as songwriting. That's much, much more daunting. But I love playing other people's music. I have a really full life, both within music and outside it. Sometimes I'm more true when I'm up on stage than I'm able to be in my regular life. It's not as exciting to be at home, but I've got to learn how to make that work, and then I will be an ordinary woman. I'm not that beautiful, and I don't want to be a pop star. I never saw music in terms of men and women or black and white. There was just cool and uncool. With the new ways of getting music out, you don't need a label if you're a legacy artist. I think it's our job to write about what we're going through at the moment. And being 41, I'm not going to write about the same things I wrote about at 20. I don't think artists should be farmed out to pasture just because they're in rock and roll. The great thing about the arts, and especially popular music, is that it really does cut across genres and races and classes. I think people must wonder how a white girl like me became a blues guitarist. The truth is, I never intended to do this for a living. I Will Not Be Broken has really become very healing for me. Anytime you go through a cataclysmic event, it's going to inform the richness that you sing from. The experiences of life make all your emotions, I think, deeper. I was always drawn to the blues. Alberta Hunter at the Cookery was a life-changing experience. I only wanted to get enriched as a performer as I got older, to have an audience which got older too, and would come to see me when I'm 80. I made my first album, And I guess it wasn't a fluke because now I'm on my 16th. The fifth member of my band is my nonprofit work. Thank God for Occupy, and thank God for The Daily Show, Colbert, and the rising up that's going on around the world. A lot of political music to me can be rather pedantic and corny. And when it's done right, like Bruce Springsteen or Jackson Browne or great satire from Randy Newman, there's nothing better. Religion is for people who are scared to go to hell. Spirituality is for people who have already been there.